And if you're listening, men, if you want us to even give you the time of day, smile, say pleasant things, keep your distance, say kind things. And if we don't talk, you better keep the conversation going. Don't bore us.
Nobody wants to have a relationship with you.
Hey, you gotta pay. Because you're wasting our time. You've been wasting our time. You're going to be wasting our time. So we need to make sure that our time is at least in some way compensated if it turns out to be a flop.
So what you're saying is you're essentially just a night worker with extra steps, and men have to pay you in order to be their girlfriend? Yeah, no thank you. I think a lot of guys are going to be passing up on this one. Yo, what is going on, guys? I swear every day the clips on social media from modern women are just getting worse and worse. The situation is not getting any better. Take, for example, this clip I was sent today. This woman here, the video is titled, "How to Make Men Worship You Like a Goddess. You are a literal goddess," she says. And this is going to be a clip that I'm going to be covering later in today's episode. But don't worry, guys, things get worse as we jump into the first clip of today.
So when you
From this woman who is going to be talking about men being providers. This rant is absolutely unhinged. It gets worse and worse as we go. So as always, guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. But me personally, I think the situation, particularly for the behavior of modern women, is not getting any better. Let's take a listen.
So when you date a high value man and he doesn't care about what you do for work, we say, wow, because he's a provider. He wants to take care of women. No, he doesn't. He doesn't care about what you do for work because he's a basic man who only sees you as an object.
Yes, right? So men are just basic. We only see women as objects, blah, blah, blah. So essentially, this woman doesn't like men. We are basic. We only view women for their bodies. Now, you know what's super funny about this, by the way? You know the reason why a lot of men, I'll agree with this woman in part. You know why sometimes men only view modern women for their bodies? It's because modern women oftentimes don't provide anything outside of that, right? They're not exactly wife or girlfriend material. The dudes these days are not clambering over one another to get in relationships with women like this. They will use you for your body. Make no mistake that women engage in this too. It takes two to tango. But oftentimes women are really only offering their body. Like, they're not offering being a pleasant person. They're not offering being someone who's nice to be around, or, you know, good cooking, or values or morals or things like this, man. I mean, this is why dudes are walking away from relationships with women en masse, is because a lot of them are just not providing anything outside of their body whatsoever, man. Dudes don't want to view women this way, by the way. They don't want to go, oh, well, I'm just going to, you know, it's all about the body and things like this. No, a lot of guys would actually like to have a wife. They would like to have a girlfriend. But the problem is, these modern women, man, they're just not it. They really are not. Let's continue.
He doesn't care about what you do for work because he's a basic man who only sees you as an object. Now, every man only sees you as an object, but a man who has money and power doesn't really care if he can get money from you. A lower value man wants access to your body and your bank account. Listen, men are not providers.
Wait, so by the way, if a woman wants access to your resources and your bank account, do we call her a low-value woman? I mean, this is just expected, right? Men are expected to open up their wallets. They're expected to provide for women, but we don't consider women low-value people when they do this. In fact, a lot of guys would actually like to take care of a nice, feminine woman. A lot of guys don't have an issue with this. They have issues with providing for women who are not worth providing for. That's the problem that a lot of guys have. A lot of guys would love to, you know, raise a family and look after their family and look after their woman. But the truth is, a lot of modern women are just not worth looking after, guys. They really aren't. But of course, we don't call women low value when they are with a man for their resources, do we? No, no, no.
A lower value man wants access to your body and your bank account. Listen, men are not providers. That's another scam. Marriage is a scam. Relationships are a scam. The provider rhetoric is a scam. The only thing a man wants from a woman is access to her body.
Yeah, guys. I mean, I'm personally learning a lot about men, apparently, right? We don't want a life partner, for example. We don't want somebody to raise a family with. We don't want somebody who's going to love us and vice versa. Apparently, guys, men are only interested in one thing, and that is intimacy with women, right? Now, this woman is actually half correct, like I said, because unfortunately, a lot of women are not really capable. They're not wife material. They're not girlfriend material. And even if they were, hypothetically, these days, you can't marry them anyway because the government is out here to facilitate them scamming you if they decide to leave you at any given point in time.
Now, you throw in a little cooking and cleaning? Sign me up. And they figured out that you, women, have a loving heart, and you fall in love, and you admire, and you are kind, and you are agreeable. So they marry you because you have a good character. That's a bunch of BS too. They marry the ones that are agreeable because those ones are easy to say yes when they want access to your body.
Incorrect. The reason why men get with the agreeable women is because they don't want the headaches that come with dealing with people like you. Dudes date and marry and have relationships with pleasant women who are agreeable. It's very simple why. Because they're not a pain in the ass, right? No dude. In fact, I would argue women really don't want this. You don't. Why would you want to be with somebody who just disagrees with everything you say, right? Like I don't like dudes are not trying to have an argument every 2 seconds. They really aren't. A lot of guys, their life is stressful. They go out there, they work to provide, right? To just live as an everyday adult. They don't want to come home to a woman who's disagreeable. Like, it just doesn't make any sense, guys. It's like you go out there, you deal with one headache, you return home, and then you have another headache in the form of your woman. It's like, dudes don't want this. They don't. They would just rather play video games. They would rather go fishing. They'd rather go golfing. You know, they'd rather paint miniatures or have whatever hobby that they have. I've heard dudes, picking up trains as a hobby rather than dealing with modern women. Now, me personally, I don't find trains particularly interesting, but I would probably find them a lot more interesting than modern women. I'll give you that, right? Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Let's keep going.
Because those ones are easy to say yes when they want access to your body. I repeat, the only thing that a man wants is access to your body. You know why he doesn't care about your degree or your education or what you're doing for a career? It's not because he wants to provide for you. It's because he only cares about your looks and your appearance.
I mean, let's just hypothetically say that this woman is 100% correct. You can tell why she's pissed because, well, I mean, guys, I can't really roast her too much. I'd get banned from YouTube. But, let's just assume this worldview is accurate. She's not going to be a very happy individual, is she? Because she's not really somebody who wins in this department, shall we say. Now, me personally, I don't think that dudes are really wanting to view women for only their bodies. I think a lot of guys are interested or would like to have a long-term relationship, a family, and things like this. The problem is, women like this are just, you can't have a family with them, man. They will tear apart your family because she gets bored one day or because she thinks you're only with her. She'll just start issues over nothing, man. Which, by the way, when women are attracted to you, they want access to your body as well. It's not some sort of fight like, oh, the man wants intimacy today and the woman begrudgingly has intimacy with him. No, if the woman is attracted to you, it's fine. You see what I'm saying? But what's happening is women are specifically going out here. They're dating dudes and, trying to lock down men, particularly as they go into their 30s, who they are not attracted to whatsoever, who they are actively using for their resources. And people, society thinks this crap is normal, by the way. Oh, yeah, my wife and I, no intimacy in 30 years. But I pay for everything. It's like, she's not attracted to you, man. She's been with like 35 different dudes. And you mean to tell me she won't give you intimacy? Like, hell no. It's not like they're dating women who haven't been with any dudes, for example. A lot of these girls are they have been absolutely everywhere, but they won't hook up with their husbands. And people think that this crap is normal. No, get yourself a new woman. In fact, don't date one at all. You'll probably be better off. Stupid, man.
It's not because he wants to provide for you. It's because he only cares about your looks and your appearance. Ask any woman who went from mediocre to good looking, and the
So not you then?
Switch on how many men are suddenly giving her attention. And we're out here giving uggos a chance.
Oh, man, you are not in a position to say the word uggos. I can already see the comments on my video that I'm going to post later today, guys, this recording right now. And there will be comments about your eyelashes, okay? We are not in a position in this video to be calling men ugly, right? Like, we are just not... When women make these videos, man, it's funny to me because they think that they're like the top tier of women, right? They think that they're completely gorgeous and stunning. Stunning might be the right word. I personally am stunned. But like, we are not in a position to be throwing around words like this. Now, if you were having a conversation with a guy and he insulted you first, then by all means, call him ugly, start roasting him, things like this. I don't particularly give a damn. But this is a public TikTok video, guys, where she's just throwing this stuff out here, unprompted, by the way.
When they wouldn't look at you or give you the time of day. When you see a man who is disheveled, overweight, looks poor, treat him the way that they would treat you.
Just what is with all these hand symbols, by the way? I just want to make a point here, by the way, about men looking poor. Some of the most successful men I have ever met in my life, you would never know that they make serious amounts of money, right? Like, there's this one guy I met, man, he made so much money, it was hard to fathom. And the dude would just wear casual, loose-fitting clothing, and he was just into motorcycles. You know, you wouldn't suspect anything of it. You would just think he's a normal, regular guy. And this is what a lot of guys who make a lot of money are like, right? You know why I think a lot of these guys, quote unquote, look poor? Is because they don't want to attract women like you, right? The dudes who make serious money, a lot of them try and actually hide it because they become a target for women who are awful. You see what I'm saying? Like, there are dudes out there who will actively try to look like they have no money, even though they do, so that they don't get attention from people like you. Isn't that crazy, guys? We live in a society right now where if you're highly successful, you've made it, right? You've made the dream. But your existence is essentially spent hiding it from women like this because you don't want them to know that you even exist. Dudes are happy being off the radar from you, madam, I guarantee it.
Looks poor. Treat him the way that they would treat you. And on it, and also make sure that they smile. Because a man who hasn't learned how to smile shouldn't even be talking to a woman.
Just by the way, imagine if a dude said this and he was out here and he was like, yeah, women have to smile more. I swear, the amount of times I've seen women get so pissed off at that comment is insane, man. A lot of these girls, you tell this woman to smile, she will lose her marbles.
That's right. They can do a little bit of work on themselves. They can do a little bit of self-help books and learning how to talk and communicate and be respectful and kind. But even then, even those guys are doing all of that to get access to your body. Okay? All of it. Pick your story. Men are providers. We're supposed to get married. God ordained marriage. Relationships, we have to move in with each other so we know if we are compatible. Scam, scam, scam. Just want access to your body. What else? He wants me to be a stay-at-home mom because he likes me to be with the children. Scam, scam, scam. He wants me to have more children because he loves our family so much. He needs you trapped. Wake the hell up.
Wait, so apparently this woman is pissed, I guarantee you, because she was out here. Number one, dudes were probably having fun with her and not wanting commitment. And then also, I believe I saw another video when I was looking through this woman's videos. She also, I believe, was providing for a dude for a time. And we all know how much women hate to do that. So she was probably hooking up with bad boys, got used for her body, quote unquote used, despite the fact that she engaged in the exact same behavior with the dudes voluntarily. Then she got sick of it, approached 30, tried to lower her standards, maybe have some kids or whatever, ended up having to provide for the dude because she made more money. And of course, women don't really do that. And so here we are, right? But let me get this straight, okay? Men, according to this woman, men want to have kids with you, bit of a stretch, but men want to have kids with you so that we can trap you. You ever consider that maybe men are interested in having children simply because they want a family? That maybe they just want kids. They're not interested in trapping you. I think it's very counterintuitive for dudes to trap modern women. Like, this is the situation of, you don't trap a woman. You're in there with her. You see what I'm saying? Why the hell would a dude want to trap a modern woman in commitment? That just makes no sense, man.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make 20-year-olds bitter, old 40-year-olds like me. I want to empower you to spend your time and to be free. I saw a video and this woman, it went viral. She said, men hate you, so do whatever the fuck you want.
Ah, yes, great mindset. Yeah, so she made this video also probably because she's pissed at men because she's been failing to get commitment for so long. But also because she wants to go viral. Well, welcome to the internet, madam. Just by the way, in the right bottom corner, you guys can see this. This video has 5.3 thousand likes on it. So it probably has well in excess of 30,000 views.
You understand? Be loud. Dance. Ignore them. Men hate you. Do whatever the hell you want. They are manipulative predators. Period. Even the good ones. The good ones right now are freaking out and waking up and telling their wife every morning they're sorry. And if you are married to a man, make sure that he deserves that access. Did he take you on a nice date? Did he help around the house? And if you say you have a headache, he better be looking within to say, what did I do wrong?
Or maybe you can be an adult and you can say what is happening. You know what I mean? Like, so let me get this straight. If you get a headache and you don't want to have intimacy, the dude has to be asking himself what he did wrong. That is so incredibly stupid. So this woman basically says, hey, listen, you have to be paying for dates. You have to do this. You have to do that if you want to have intimacy with the woman, right? Here's my question. If you're with a man, shouldn't you be wanting to have intimacy with him anyway, right? Why is the dude essentially paying you, right? Like, if we're going to have this argument, what's the point of even having the girlfriend or the wife to begin with? You know what I'm saying? Like, what, are you guys just going to be friends? You're going to hang out except he's paying your rent? Like, it's so stupid, man, Like, these women get in relationships with men because the men provide for them, and then they want to withhold all of the intimacy like it's normal. No, like, you should be with dudes that you're attracted to. Oh, what's that? You failed to secure one? Yeah, obviously. yeah, like, obviously you failed, right? Because you're intolerable. Maybe you should have learned to be otherwise, and you would have a husband or a boyfriend or whatever that you could actually have intimacy with. It's so ridiculous to me, man, how normalized this is in society. Like, you will have hyper successful men who are married to women, providing for them, giving them the lifestyle that they want, and then the women don't want to have intimacy with the dude. It's like, what the hell are you being, like, you essentially just have a friend who you're paying rent for. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is the romance and things like this? And make no mistake, a lot of these guys, they do take you out on dates. They do try and do the nice things. They provide for you, but they just realize it's pointless and you'll still get a headache every time anyway. Stupid, man. Like, waste of time for dudes. It really is. You're not interested in the dudes. You just want their money.
Not at you. Okay? How can I support you? That's what a husband's supposed to do. He wanted to play the role. He better start playing it. And if you're listening, men, if you want us to even give you the time of day, smile, say pleasant things, keep your distance, say kind things. And if we don't talk, you better keep the conversation going. Don't bore us. Yeah.
Nobody wants to have a relationship with you.
Yeah, you gotta pay. Because you're wasting our time. You've been wasting our time. You're going to be wasting our time, so we need to make sure that our time is at least in some way compensated if it turns out to be a flop.
So what you're saying is you're essentially just a night worker with extra steps, and men have to pay you in order to be their girlfriend. Yeah, no thank you. I think a lot of guys are going to be passing up on this one.
Okay? Give us money, shut the fuck up, and be kind and respectful.
Yes, guys. Nothing like a woman saying, give me money, and also telling you to be kind and respectful, but telling you to shut up in the same sentence.
Because women are more valuable than men. We bring life into the world. We bring love into the world. And you have a lot to learn from us. So shut the fuck up. Okay? And the older ones are telling the younger ones exactly what to watch out for. So maybe just start acting right.
No thanks. Nobody wants to date you. I'm not going to act in any particular way that you tell me. Why? Because I don't like you and I don't respect you. It's crazy, man.
Oh, got it.
Absolutely crazy work from modern women these days. So let's jump into the next clip here. Don't tell me you forgot about this woman from the intro, guys. This one here says, you are a literal goddess. How to make men worship you like a goddess. This is why I'm saying, right? Do you guys understand the title of the video, right? Are we getting a good grip on it now? So the title of this video is something like, it's only getting worse. And that's because I 100% believe it, man. Like, the amount of video clips like this that exist. So, but before we even start covering this, right, you guys think that I'm just pulling these videos out of thin air, guys. I'm cherry picking. Look in the right bottom corner of the screen, right? You see this heart thing down here that's getting bigger and smaller? This is how many likes the video has that we're about to cover. 463.7 thousand likes on them. 3.1k comments over that. 176,000 shares. No, sorry, saves, I think this icon is. 9,000 plus shares, okay? These are not cherry-picked videos. These are not hard to find. These are publicly available. They are viral. This is what women get when they search for dating advice on TikTok, guys. So bear that in mind as we jump into this stupid-ass clip here. Let's take a listen. And guys, again, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments to all of this nonsense. Let's jump in.
If no one ever taught you how to make men and people worship you like you are a literal goddess, when I say this literally works, this girl texted me saying that a man handed her $100 bill simply just for existing. And when I did this, I saw results instantly. As soon as I walked into Starbucks, everyone looked at me and the lady ended up giving me my order for free. And then when I was basically just doing my work, a guy came over and was like, sorry, I'm not trying to hit on you. I just want to make friends and your energy is so good.
Yeah, I'll take things that never happened for $500. Thank you, Alex. Okay. Like, this is the delusion of modern women, men. Okay. They literally have God complexes these days, right? And I don't say that lightly. I mean that in the true sense, man. They think that the entire universe revolves around them. Everybody's thinking about them. Now, this probably didn't happen. But here's the thing. This actually is in the realm of possibility of happening. Why? Because modern women are incredibly privileged, guys. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if these things actually did end up happening. Women get free crap all the time for existing. They really do. And this is why so many of them become so narcissistic, man, is because they get life handed to them on a silver platter. And so they think that they're just God's gift to the earth. You know, like if you go your entire life and you are treated like this woman is outlining here, maybe even a fraction of how this woman is treated, what ends up happening is they just become so incredibly narcissistic over time. That's why you can't date them. That's why half the reason why you can't marry them. The other half is the government and them facilitating the women scamming you in the first place. You know, this is why you can't have families with them. Like, you think that this woman who's sitting here talking about being a literal goddess is going to make a good mother for children? Oh, hell no. Let's continue.
And bought me a Starbucks drink. Never opened my own doors. People are always saying that they're literally obsessed with my energy. Guys.
Okay, now we're just getting into lying territory. I mean, we were already there, but this is getting a bit obnoxious.
Guys are always saying that they want to date me, they want to be exclusive with me right away. What we are using is the Princess Treatment Formula Guide. This will basically walk you through step by step how to instantly activate your feminine energy in the moment, tell you exactly how to act in situations, tell you exactly what to say with scripts to get princess treatment, to get everybody to be obsessed with you. It gives you the exact affirmations to repeat into your head. It is so good.
Okay, so she's a dating coach essentially who's trying to sell women a course, right, on how to be treated like a goddess. Guys, like again, 463,000 likes on this video. This has been viewed at least 1 million times, like at least, right? Insane, completely insane. And there is nothing like a woman who's claiming she's feminine basically yelling at you on TikTok in her car, by the way. Yeah, guys, get my free guide on femininity as I sit here and yell to you about it on TikTok. There's nothing more feminine than a woman who's yelling on TikTok, guys, and who's a dating coach. Yeah, that's for sure.
Works literally instantly when you use it, and you can get instant access to it in my profile link. So the first step in activating your feminine energy is obviously looking feminine. An easy way to do that is to wear skirts or dresses all the time. And in the formula, it actually gave me literal examples, Pinterest boards of exactly what to wear to be extremely feminine, classy, because this works best if you just look very classy and you're embracing your natural beauty. The second thing is when you walk into a room, you cannot be putting your energy outward. That will make you demagnetize. So instead of going into a room and being like, oh, I hope people like me. Oh, I hope he really likes me. I hope he gives me princess treatment. I hope he asks me out. You want to walk into a room with all of your energy on you.
Oh my goodness. Somebody tell me it's a joke. I'm ready for the meteor, man. I'm so ready for the meteor. So what these coaches essentially are for women, by the way, I would essentially just call them narcissism coaches at this point, because what they're really advocating for is women just to become increasingly self-entitled. Now, bear in mind, guys, who does this damage in the long run? It's not the men, right? You know what the men end up doing? The men end up just walking away. They go out there, they have a bunch of bad experiences with women, because modern women are not exactly you're not really likely to have good experiences with them, shall I say. Dudes will go out here, they'll have relationships, they'll get cheated on, the women will treat them terribly. I mean, any number of things, right? They'll get scammed, used for their resources, and so on. And what eventually ends up happening is that men walk away from modern women, right? They take a step back and they realize, oh, this whole thing is completely screwed. Maybe I shouldn't date them at all whatsoever. And women facilitate this, guys. This kind of narcissistic crap pushes men very, very far away. And so what ends up happening is these girls, they get into their 30s and they start struggling when they're looking for some dude to marry them or to have kids with and so on. Meanwhile, the dudes, you know what they do? They either completely avoid the women altogether, they go to very rural areas to find girlfriends, or they just leave the country. Like, the women are the ones who are actively screwing themselves over by following and putting into place this sort of advice. The dudes just leave, man. They just opt out. Like I said earlier, they just go paint trains or something.
Thinking about how obsessed you are with yourself, thinking about how amazing your life is, thinking about how beautiful you look. You want to envision yourself as literal royalty, because people give princess treatment to people who are special.
Yeah, you're special, all right. I just don't think it's the way you think it is, madam. This is so bad, guys. Oh yeah, I've got to behave like I have to put my head so far up my. Yeah, let's just keep going.
People who are royal. I kid you not, in the formula it tells you exactly how to see yourself as somebody who is royalty, somebody who is feminine, classy, elegant, and gives you literally exact affirmations to be thinking in the moment to always feel like you are feminine royalty, like you are just that freaking girl. The next thing is your self-talk. Whatever you are thinking about yourself in the moment is exactly what people are going to think about you, because your energy speaks, and the way that you think causes you to act differently. Next, the way you act says so much about you. If you want princess treatment and you want people to literally be magnetized by you, they need to see that you are in your feminine energy by the way that you act. So the formula literally says exactly how to act when you go to restaurants, when you go on dates, like in exact situations. This is key, because when people look
Okay, I have to pause it. I'm at my limit. I can't do it anymore. Shut up. Just stop. Just shh. You ever wonder, guys, why modern women have so many options, right? That, like, you can put this woman on a dating application, right? She'll get thousands of likes. She'll get so many matches. She'll go on hundreds of dates. And the reason why she goes on hundreds of dates and the reason why she gets stuck in so many situationships and all of this stuff is exactly because of videos like this. Guys, these women are straight up intolerable, right? This is why they have to go on so many damn dates in the first place, is because they can't get relationships out of men. I don't care how many times you sit here and you make a video screaming about how feminine you are. That's just not how it works, man. Holy hell. I think we actually just might cut the recording there, guys. I think I'm pretty done. I'm just editing the video, guys. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. I'm leaving. Goodbye.